this episode, we'll explore a story that was posted on Reddit about a spooky abandoned town in southeastern Callaway County, just off the shores of Kentucky Lake, the town of Elsewhwere, Kentucky. As the story goes, the storyteller says that they'd heard the stories growing up as a kid growing up in Callaway County. It goes on to say they were volunteering in a senior center and an 80-year-old man named Earl told them a story about the fall of Elsewhwere. I'm not going to post the story in its entirety, as you can find it and read it on your own, but the gist of it is this. The old man had gone to Elsewhwere as a boy. They heard a scream from the schoolhouse and they never went back. Then it says he went back when he was a few years older with some friends. His friend went inside the schoolhouse and never saw him again. They spent the rest of the day looking and the police searched, but he was never found. Shortly after that, the road to Elsewhwere was disconnected by the county. The story then switches to the author's own account. They did some digging in the local library, and then at the Murray State Library and found an article in some old microfilm. It says the story appeared in the Louisville Courier-Journal, dated April 2nd, 1953. Then states the town was abandoned for health and safety reasons. The author then gives a location and some directions to the site. The author then gives an account of their visit to the site, finding the store the old man had told them about and merchandise and cash still in the register. Then they hear the distinct sound of footsteps, only to find there's no one there. Just then, they heard thunder, and it began to rain, although their weather app said 0 chance of rain. They take cover in the nearest building, in which they find an old page from the Elsewhwere Gazette detailing a tragedy in the schoolhouse dated August 12, 1936. The article tells of a hysterical school teacher who poisons a cake and one surviving student. The story then shifts to Jerry, whom the author meets at a diner, who relays his own story about going out to Elsewhwere. He and his friend Tom find some old pictures and decide to find the place. When they arrive, Tom goes into the schoolhouse, a scream is heard, and Tom is never seen again. Jerry alerts the police, who tell him every couple years somebody goes in the schoolhouse only to never be seen again. He says the police know about the ghost, and back in the 50s, a kid brings a machete to school, and a lady that says it'll send them to heaven. The following Saturday, the author recruits a friend to go along. Katie, a local college student, is the unfortunate choice of companion. They stroll into Elsewhwere a little after 7 a.m. Katie darts inside and swears she saw a kid. Katie falls through the rotten floorboards. A ghostly woman screams, then bones all over the floor, but alas, they narrowly escape, only to hear the ghostly woman,
"Let her go, Jan."
A few choice words and the ghost lets go. A report to the local police about the basement full of bones in the county finally demolishes the building, but poor Katie never speaks to them again. And the wrap-up, there's no reason to look for it. It's not there. It's a good story, but is it true? The truth is, Elsewhwere never existed. There was never a story in the Courier-Journal on April 2nd, 1953, or any other day. There's no Earl, no Jerry, and no general store. No schoolhouse full of bones or machete-wielding maniacs. There was definitely no cash register with cash still inside it for 50 years. The author, Seamus Coffey, is, as I understand it, also a work of fiction. A pen name. The actual author was a woman. She's come out on several platforms, several times, to say it's not real. I've read that she made Wikipedia remove the page because Elsewhwere was a fictional place. You can look up many pages that tell the story. Elsewhwere is a fictional place created for entertainment by an obviously talented author, and yet there are still people who refuse to believe the truth, as if somehow they couldn't possibly have believed if it weren't real. Sorry, kids. This one is a fun Halloween story, but it's just a story. Hit the like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.